This is where my clutter goes to die. The wardrobe needs a bit of attention because what is that? These books have been sitting here and being sad because someone is procrastinating getting them into a new home. I'm a little bit scared to open these. Hey, what's up? My name is Daniela and today we're going to do a decluttering session. So I've been procrastinating decluttering my apartment for the longest time because quite a lot of things have been happening actually, so I had some excuses. But now I finally have a free weekend, so I planned it for this weekend, and then today I woke up at 4 a.m. with a migraine. So the conditions are not ideal, but I did manage to sleep some more and now it's not like super horrible. So we're just going to start, which is the most important step, and we will see how far we will go. We will take a lot of breaks, have snacks. I pretty much summed up which areas I'm going to be focusing on today or this weekend or however long it will take. In case you're new here, I live in a small studio apartment that has no inbuilt storage except for the kitchen cabinets, and I mean none. Zero. And I also didn't buy any closed storage, so basically those Kallax shelves that you can see and the wardrobe are my main storage areas, where I have all my books, all my clothes, and also some household things like linens and stuff. And then I have those drawers that you saw that hold some fiddly little things and papers and stuff. And then sometimes piles form on surfaces, like you saw the graveyard on the dryer, but that is something that I very much try to prevent and avoid, so we're going to work on that. So the first task is to go through this humongous pile of books. A couple of weeks ago I uploaded a book unhaul, so a lot of these books are from that video, but there's also some random books that either I or my parents decluttered from my parents' house. So the task now is to get them out of the apartment, and first I need to sort them into smaller piles. First, I need to choose a couple of books that I'm going to bring to a book swap event, and then I have 2 secondhand bookstores where I sell books, and each has a different system. One lets you look up which books they are accepting and tells you right away what kind of money you will get for them, and the second one you just bring books and hope for the best for them to sell. A couple of books I might also just donate somewhere because some of them are older, so the bookstores might not want them. And obviously there's also Facebook event always as an option. To be honest, this weekend I could use some quick cash. That would be handy, so I might also post some of these on Facebook, but yeah, that's just a lot of work and a lot of the time it's not enough success, so we will see. Okay, so I have my first stack. These are the books that one of the secondhand bookstores will accept, and they will give me 13 euros for it, which is not bad considering all of these were either lying at my parents' house or I got them secondhand. So now I have to put these into a box and, you know, do the marking and all of that to be able to like be picked up at the pickup point. So I'm going to do that right away so that I don't procrastinate anymore. Okay, box is all packed, so I'm going to take it to the pickup point probably on Monday because most of the points are closed on weekend, but that is one thing done. Yay! I present you my migraine lunch. I usually don't drink soda at home, but I keep it on hand for migraine days. So I decided that I'm going to take these 3 to the book swap event next weekend. This one is like a little bit damaged, but otherwise it's still nice, and yeah, it is my favorite, so I just really want to give it to someone and hopefully they will love it too. And that leaves this pile, so I posted these on Facebook only in like 2 groups because yeah, I do find it annoying trying to get rid of things on Facebook, and I will need to use Facebook probably for like getting rid of household items. So like with books that I can actually get rid of somewhere, I'm only giving it like a half-hearted attempt. So I will leave it up for a bit, and if no one takes them Tomorrow I am going to the second-hand bookstore because I have a book ordered there. So I'm going to pick that up and I'm going to just take everything that's left. And yeah, with that bookstore, you just give it to them and then they try to sell it and then you get something minus a fee. But yeah, actually one woman already messaged me that she's taking Little Women, so that's already one that should be gone. By tomorrow all of them should be gone one way or another. Lying down again, keeping it very real. The pain intensified and so did like the nausea slash vertigo. So I took a painkiller, so we were waiting for it to kick in. And I was also thinking that, you know, like earlier when I made the box that I will get like 13 euros for. Some people are like, well, I wouldn't bother for 13 euros, and like I get it, sometimes it's a hustle, just like selling things for little money. But this isn't like that much hustle. I just needed to, you know, click it online, pack the box, and I'm going to bring it to the pickup point, which is literally like 1 minute from here. And like 13 euros was like the price of a flight from Prague to Brussels or Milan last year. So when you think of it like that, sometimes it is worth it. We are back. This surface is now nice and clean, so it's time to make more mess because it's time to open this Pandora's box. There will definitely be things to get rid of, but probably not as much as I would like. If it was like, you know, how I wanted it, I would be able to get rid of almost everything that is in these drawers and I would be able to get rid of the drawers. But I think that that's just not in the cards because there are just little things like important papers, a little bit of stationery, some electronics, and then like tools, also my medicine stuff. And yeah, just very random crap like that I don't use very often, but in a way it probably wouldn't be super wise to get rid of all of it. But we will just see how much I can get rid of. I probably won't film the entire process because like there will be some sensitive info on the papers and stuff. So yeah, I will show you the update. Yeah, there's totally something stuck behind. We will deal with that later. Work laptop. I would declutter that if I could. I never used a beauty blender, but I bought this one like years ago. And I don't know like if these things actually like can get gross if they are packaged. Like I know they get gross if you use them obviously, but like I don't know. Money. We have euro money, pound money. And yeah, when I have like leftover notes, I usually remember to take them on the next trip. But these little coins, they are just piling up here. Not sure what to do with them. Like even if I go abroad, like what do you do with like small coins? I don't know. And yeah, this is all the money I store at home. So yeah, you don't have to rob me. Considering I barely write anything by hand, I have a lot of pens. Also pretty sure this is an eyeliner sharpener. So I don't know why it is with my stationery. Good morning! We are starting day 2. The migraine is still here, but it is much better than yesterday. And yesterday afternoon I sat here for hours and sorted through the drawers. I actually got in a really good flow yesterday when the painkillers kicked in, and yeah, I was sitting here for like 2 or 3 hours. Then I made dinner and called it a day with decluttering, but let's see the progress. Okay, so I am done with the top 3 drawers, and all of these things are things that I'm getting rid of. Well, except for the loops, which I still need to decide on what I want to do with them, because so far, like I bought 3 different kinds of loops earplugs, and I only like one of them. I like the experience one for concerts. The other ones I don't really like, but I keep thinking they're like, maybe if I try a different size it will work better, but I'm not sure. I think I will have to also like test another brand. And this might not seem much for like hours and hours of work, but I'm actually very happy with it because I went through all of the papers, you know, important documents, and I went through every single piece of paper, decided on each one, and I was able to get rid of all of these, which, yeah, I'm very happy about. At the end of the day, a lot of the so-called important documents you can just bin, because nowadays a lot of things are online, and yeah, you actually don't need that many papers. With some papers I had for like reference, I just took a photo of it. But let's see what's here, because I still have the other 3 drawers to go through, and this is becoming, you know, a bit full. So I will show you, and then I will kind of like put it on one pile probably, so that I have more space here. So yes, we have this notebook, which is new. I just like sometimes get it for free or for Christmas or something, and this is like a small one, and I just don't know what I would be doing with this one. I don't really use notebooks. Like I go between like using one notebook in some years and then 0 notebooks in other years. Right now it's 0 notebooks, and this is just like very small, so I don't even know what I would write in it, because like you can barely write anything on the lines, so I don't think I need that. Then this is a book sampler that I got in my birthday package that Olivia Savannah from Olivia's Catastrophe sent me for my birthday last year, which was very sweet of her. And yeah, I put it in a drawer and forgot about it, unfortunately. So now I finally read it last night, and yeah, it is quite intriguing. I'm pretty sure this is out by now. It should be. And yeah, I think I will put it in a little free library. Maybe someone will grab it and become intrigued by the book. Then obviously all of the papers. Yeah, love it. Old makeup bag or toiletries bag. Then just a bit of trash, some personal care items I don't use anymore. Then these glasses. So a few years ago I did an online order of a couple of different pairs of glasses. And yeah, some of them I really didn't like, and these ones are not bad looking, but like this edge like really painfully catches my hair when I put them on, so that's a no. So I'm going to donate these. Then we have a coaster that is old and a bit gross. I have like a whole set of these, and 2 of them I'm still using, but I feel like coasters are like such a nice thing to buy as a souvenir somewhere, and I did buy one in Manchester. So yeah, I think I'm just going to slowly replace these kind of general ones with some like souvenirs from the trips. And then some old coins that like I need to figure out if they have any value and if like some collectors would want them. And then we have all of the pens. As I mentioned, I'm currently not using any physical journals, so like I literally need a pen a few times a year when I like need to write a card or sign something. And all of these are very old. Most of them don't write anymore, so I'm getting rid of all of them. Then I also realized that I don't own a pencil, which means that I don't need sharpeners and I don't need a rubber gum. Do you call it rubber gum? An eraser. I don't even know. And the last thing so far is this mouse pad, which is very nice still. I was using this at the office, but now I work from home. But I'm definitely keeping this in some capacity. I think I'm going to take it to my parents' house because I can use it there when I occasionally work there, or someone else can use it there. So yeah, decluttering it from my apartment, but it will stay in the family. So now I will go through the remaining 3 drawers and I will update you on the final result. This is everything I was able to declutter from the electronics drawer. So not much, but I went through it pretty properly like last year or the year before that. And I just have a lot of random things that I don't want to get rid of now, which I will show you later. But yeah, I'm planning on maybe like upgrading some of my electronics and like filming equipment, stuff like that this year. So yeah, I'm just kind of keeping what I have for now, and then later we will reassess. But yeah, this is mostly like boxes of stuff that doesn't need to be in boxes. I had like extra like watch protection layer that I don't think I need because like the current one is working fine for years. Then this old, very gross phone cover for my spare phone, and then this is the Canon camera bag that I'm just really not using, but I will take the Caribbean. Lying down break not pictured this time because I lay down and I didn't have the camera and didn't want to get up for it, but I did lie down. I just had lunch, so we're taking breaks. I'm really trying to embrace pacing this year because although it is boring and a bit frustrating sometimes, it is the way forward if you have limited energy reserves. But yeah, the last 2 drawers to go, so let's do it. Okay, I have organized the socks for now. I'm sure this is riveting content, but anyway, all of these, believe it or not, are my warmer month socks, which means that I'm not wearing any of these right now because in the colder months I only wear my super warm socks, which I store in the Kallax bookshelf boxes. So I just organized these. This is not a perfect system because it looks nice, but they can move freely within the drawer, which is like nice for them, but eventually it becomes a lot of mess, and I don't think I will be decluttering any of them right now. I did go through them last year, I think, so there are like no singles and no holes, although some of them might be a bit close. So I will just see how I will like them once I wear them again in the warmer months. And for the organization, I will see if I will gain an empty box during the decluttering process, and that would help with them not running away within the drawer. Or maybe I will move them elsewhere if I gain some empty space elsewhere, but for now we are moving on. So this is what I decluttered from the last drawer, which is like half medicine and half household tools, basically a junk drawer. And again, I'm pretty happy with it. Some expired medicine tests and a little bit. Not exactly sure why this expires, but apparently it does. So now I'm thinking, instead of showing you what's left in the drawers as the final result, let's look at the graveyard of clutter, because I might want to move some of that stuff into the drawer, so then it wouldn't be the final result. Okay, let's tackle the graveyard. So this is my dryer. It's next to the couch because a studio apartment, and I do value having a dryer, especially in a studio apartment. So that's why when people tell me they don't have room for the dryer, I don't believe them, because I make it work. Just say you don't have like the priority to have a dryer, it is fine. Also, on a complete tangent, like one of my pet peeves on TikTok is like people moving to European countries and complaining that there is no dryer in apartments, which like, yeah, usually there isn't one like with the apartment, but you can buy one, and this type, which isn't connected to the water, you can put it anywhere, like next to your couch if you really want to. If you don't, that's fine. But anyway, this is the area by the door, so I often put things here when I come home or when I come home from somewhere, like when I'm unpacking. So these 2 boxes, like that's mostly my stuff, and I have some stuff that, you know, are for like when you're going outside for grabbing like sunglasses and stuff like that, phone cover, but like, there are definitely more things that don't need to be there. Also, a couple of things are also mine, and these need to be just put away or moved to an area that I will go through later. But then like these things are very random things from my parents' house. So every time I'm at my parents' house, I like to encourage them to declutter something. And now actually my mom is really on board, so like the last 2 times I came, she was like, I have some things ready to be decluttered. And yeah, so sometimes I help them like with the actual decluttering, like very hands-on, and sometimes they do it on their own, but they have very limited options of how to get rid of that stuff. Like in a small town, there is no charity shops, etc. So I also help them by actually taking the stuff to Prague, and then here I figure out if I want to keep something and what I can donate, what I can sell, etc. Sometimes it piles up a little bit, so some of these things are from the Christmas session, and yeah, I brought some more. So I'm going to go through these, yeah, decide if I want something and then just prepare the rest for donating probably. Alright, I'm done with sorting. As you could see, the only thing I took from the new things from my parents' house was the socks. I am particular about socks, but I will give them a try. And then the folding bag, which wasn't really new, but I might use it. And I gained an empty box, which I might use in some other area. And from these things, so yeah, this is my stuff, as I said, like sunglasses, stuff like that, for grabbing when I go outside. And all of this is going out. So this is my winter things that I didn't wear much this winter and I don't like for one reason or another. And also these two teas were mine because I got them in a like tea box, and these two I can't drink. And oh, and also this was mine. This was like the tea box that I got, and I thought that I would keep it for something, but it's not that practical, so we're going to get rid of it. And yeah, the rest is just very random. We have some kind of loofah, we have a thermal mug, we have some like syrups, candles, this new like kettle, what do you call it? Not kettle? I don't know. That my mom got, and like it has this kind of like stained design. It looks like it's dirty, but it's not. Yeah, I don't like it. And then just random crap. What is this even? Like it is like a soap, sewing kit, which I definitely won't use. This is kind of like the diffuser thing. I won't be using that. And random things. So now the remaining task is to get this out of my apartment. I will try to probably donate it to someone on Facebook, which is a hassle, but I don't know what else to do with it. Alright, it's errand time, so I'm going to go to the bookstore to bring the remaining books there, pick up my book, also might stop by at the pharmacy and drop like the expired stuff. Also remember how I said that yesterday someone said that they would pick up a book? Well, like an hour later they were like, oh, I changed my mind, I won't come. So like, okay, that's Facebook people for you. But now someone texted me that they could pick up all of the stuff that I had on the dryer tomorrow morning. So fingers crossed they come, because that would be amazing. Alright, I'm back home. I went to the bookstore, to the pharmacy, to the grocery store. It took 2 hours and I vlogged in that bookshop so many times, so I didn't today. But I can show you what I got, which might be a little bit weird to haul something in an unhaul decluttering video. But for one thing, I'm not exactly planning to do like a big book haul anytime soon, and also I think considering the number of things I got rid of, I kind of earned it. So the book I got is You're the Problem, It's You by Emma R. Albon, and this is book 2 in a historical romance series. I guess you could consider it like new adult because they are like around 20 or something. In the first book it was a romance between 2 girls or 2 young women, and in this one we have a romance between 2 young men. I really enjoyed the first one, it was a lot of fun, so yeah, looking forward to reading this one. And I got this mostly for credit, so I paid less than 50 cents for it, which is nice. Now let's go through the final state of the drawers. On the top I picked up a few things, but I will still be sorting through it. A lot of it will be recycling, maybe a couple of donations. So in the first drawer I am now storing my work laptop, and then this box is still empty. I took this from my parents' house because they were getting rid of it, and it's like a tea box in the shape of a book, and I haven't found anything to store in it, but I think I will. It would be great to store like jewelry, but I don't own any right now, but I'm sure I will find some use for it, and I just really like it, so keeping that for now. Second drawer, some household stuff. So here I have like keys and the little coins, some personal care, the makeup bag, lint remover, and here is my stationery and all of the papers. So I consolidated a lot. So these are all the important documents. So yeah, This is like memorabilia, like some cards and photos. I consolidated all of the diplomas and like certifications into one folder, except for this one, because like this one is from the Charles University and they had to be extra like this. And this is all my stationery that is left. I left 3 pens. That should be enough for now. And yeah, I don't really need all of these notebooks, but in case I need a piece of paper, maybe the mood will strike to write in notebooks physically, so we will see. And then I also consolidated all of the like little things. I have like envelopes and like cards and stuff like that into this one folder, so like nothing is loose. So that should be working much better. Here we have the electronics and accessories drawer, so spare phone, power bank, external hard drive, then some travel stuff, so I have the universal plug, these locks. Then here I just store some cables that I grab often. My tripod, this Bluetooth speaker I used like twice. It was good like for the shower to make it more fun, but you have to have it like pretty loud, and I was like worried that the neighbors would complain, so I'm keeping it for now. In this box I have a bunch of cables and little things that, yeah, I just don't want to get rid of now, because I don't know if like how exactly I will be upgrading stuff and what I might still need. So yeah, during this wave we are kind of going deep, but we are not ruthless. There is time and place for being ruthless. Like, for example, before moving is a great time to be ruthless, or anytime I feel like being ruthless. Right now I'm feeling like, you know, deep, but not like ruthless and risky. Also, I almost got rid of this because like I couldn't figure out what it is for. It has a very weird plug like this. But I remember that like I went through the electronics like last year, so like I trusted my past self that this has some meaning. I just couldn't figure it out. Then I realized it's from the freaking window cleaner, so I wouldn't be able to run it without it. So yeah, that's fun. I mean, I only used the window cleaner for like 1 time while I have been living here, but anyway, it's staying for now. Here we have the socks, you have already seen that. And this is the state of the junk drawer that has, yeah, household tools and medicine stuff. Also, this is like from the hair dryer. Let me know if I need this. Like, do I need it? I don't use it, but should I be using it? With this side, I got rid of some stuff, but yeah, just annoying little things that, yeah, annoying. But some of these are like, this is like this apartment specific, so when I move, I will be able to get rid of that. Also, I recently got like new scissors, and then my grandparents gave them to me for Christmas, so now I have 2 pairs. So again, not ruthless this time, but we got rid of some things even here, which is great. But that would be almost all for this video. In the comments down below, let me know, out of curiosity, when was the last time you decluttered your medicine cabinet or a junk drawer? If you're not feeling chatty, leave me a broom emoji for decluttering. And yeah, I basically decided to split the decluttering session into 2 parts. So part 2, where I will be doing my clothes and probably some other things, should be coming, so stay tuned, subscribe, like this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will leave you with some footage of before and after. Bye!